I'm going to show you 3 ways to decompress your lumbar spine at home with no equipment. Maybe you have disc pain, maybe you have sciatica, or maybe you just want your low back pulled apart because it feels compressed all the time. But many of us don't want to deal with those risky inversion tables or expensive machines. Well, here's what you need to know. My name is Dr. Grant Elliott. We've helped thousands with low back pain, disc herniations, and sciatica fully recover through our one-on-one online coaching program. And in this episode, I'm going to give you the tools to decompress your spine for low back pain relief today. Now, the goal of decompression is to take your spine from this tight, compressed position where your joints and discs feel like they're jamming into each other and pull apart the disc and joints to create more space, take pressure off the disc and nerve, and help fluid return to this area. Decompression is one of the most common recommendations for disc herniations and sciatica caused by a disc hitting a nerve. And I want you to know that most of you will feel relief with decompression, but some of you will feel worse after. And you're not alone. And I'm going to explain at the end of the video what to do if that's you, or what to do if your results are just temporary. Now let's get to decompressing. The first type of at-home decompression you can perform is one where your upper body is going to be stationary, and we're going to use gravity to pull our hips and legs down to create that separation in your lower back. What you're going to do is you're going to find a table, a bench, a couch, or even a countertop at times. You're going to hold that surface so your upper body once again is stable and stationary. You're going to let your hips come off the back of that surface so they're free floating, and you're going to let your knees float where they're going to be floating above the ground, of course, so that the gravity is kind of pulling your low back into maybe a little bit of flexion and just letting your lower back separate as you totally relax your low back and core muscles. When you're in this position, you're to belly breathe and just relax everything around your pelvis. And to increase the effectiveness a little bit, you can actually begin to rock your knees side to side together like you're oscillating through this motion. Imagine you're kind of like, jiggling a screw loose, so to speak. It can help gap the joints and discs a little bit further, but only perform this motion if it feels comfortable, of course. The second type of decompression you can do at home is a push-up type of decompression. The main version of this is find an L-shaped counter in your house or table, and simply put, you're just going to take your feet off the ground, push your body up with your arms so you're holding your body weight, and you're going to let your lower back and your hips totally relax. Obviously, in this situation, your arms and your upper body is pulling your spine up, gravity is pulling your hips and legs down. That's creating the separation in your lower back. And once again, you can gently wiggle your hips in this position for a little bit more effectiveness. Hey, real quick, I know you're struggling with pain and obviously want to fix it. So if you just text me the word pain to 317-751-9509, I will send you my free back pain fix demo. Just text that number and you can fix your pain. Thank me later. Back to the show. Now, there are multiple other variations to do this, thankfully. A different version is performing it on a bench on the ground. So you're going to be a lot closer to the ground. Just get close to a normal workout bench or whatever. Push your body off the ground. Your feet will remain contact with the floor, but your knees will be floating. Hold this position for as long as you can comfortably. To increase the intensity, you can also add weights to the back of your knee. This can create more of a gapping sensation. And this variation is really convenient because you could actually do it on the edge of your bed too. In this variation I'm showing, I'm actually in a bit of extension, which can be a super helpful position for disc herniations and disc related issues. Often we find that extension movements help reduce disc bulges, push them back where they came from, taking pressure off of a nerve. So this combination of decompression and extension can actually be extremely helpful. And then also you can just perform this outside. If you have like a lawn chair or something, you can perform it as you're seeing here, and you can increase the intensity by pushing yourself up into a higher surface. So this type of decompression is usually very accessible for many people, besides having to have upper body strength, of course, but there's a lot of different environments that you can perform this. The third at-home decompression option is going to be the opposite of the first one we discussed, where your upper body stationary, gravity is pulling your lower body. This is flipped. Your lower body stationary, gravity is pulling your upper body. So you're typically going to use the arm of a couch because that's what's going to block and support your hips. And then also the lower portion of the couch where your knees goes, it kind of locks you down. And you're going to let your upper body hang over, relax your lower back, and let gravity pull. Once again, your hips and pelvis are staying stationary. Your low back is being pulled through gravity, and continue to deeply belly breathe, relax everything, and let this gapping sensation take place. If you're in any of these positions and you have sciatica and you notice that the symptoms are getting less and less and less in the leg, that's an amazing thing. If they're getting more and more and more, then we need to second guess how we're performing these. But what if this makes you worse or doesn't last? Many of you will find a version that we just discussed that will be best for you and you'll find solid relief with it. But what if these flare up your pain and make it worse? Or what if the results feel so good in the moment, but they just don't last and you feel like you gotta do it all the time? Well, remember, decompression is temporary. As soon as you stand back up, gravity recompresses you again. You're compressed all day long. You can't maintain a decompressed position for the rest of your life. That's not realistic. So how do you make these results last? Well, if it makes the pain worse, that's typically because the disc cannot tolerate the negative pressure, the vacuum effect that decompression is creating on it, or the disc is just plainly too sensitive. So you need to do exactly what the other people that get temporary relief also need to do, which is getting an actual rehab plan that focuses on restoring motion into the disc and spine, improving disc stability, then strengthening all around it and improving biomechanics to make the results last. We typically achieve this by seeing the direction the spine wants to go that will actually reduce the disc bulge, and then performing disc-friendly stability movements, and then getting into loading procedures for long-term changes. Temporary decompression fixes, although helpful, just won't accomplish this. What you are missing is the centralization process, which does this exact thing and has helped our clients with these exact issues achieve on average 37% reduction in their pain in a single session, and has helped over 2,000 people get totally pain-free within 3 to 6 months and back to full exercise with a long-term plan. And it's not that hard. So if you'd like to get a free demo with my team to actually get a structured plan to healing, just text me the word pain to 317-751-9509 to get a tailored step-by-step plan to permanently fix your back or sciatica issues following our centralization process. Do it right now so you don't miss the opportunity to finally get pain-free and live the one life you have the way you want to. And after you text me, please like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, follow me on Instagram at RehabFix for more free daily videos and insights into my and my client's life and how we're achieving a bulletproof low back. Thank you so much for watching the video. I'll see you on the next one, and I'll see some of you in our program real soon.